This morning on WJCL 22 Morning News at 6, Senator Jon Ossoff teams up with Democratic gubernatorial nominee Keisha Lance Bottoms at a rally over the weekend. The message that they have for voters this morning. And free meals are headed to hundreds of children in Bullitt County. How the district is working to make sure students are staying fed this summer. Plus, one man seriously hurt after a shooting in Savannah. What we've heard from officers and how you can help their investigation. WJCL 22 Morning News at 6 starts right now, and thanks for starting off your day here with WJCL 22 News. Good morning. I'm Lydia Blackstone, joined now by meteorologist Melissa Hall. And Melissa, it's the first day of a month, and it's the first day of summer meteorologically and also hurricane season. So you're busy over there, but what people are going to notice when they go out is just the mugginess out there.
Yeah, definitely feels like summer, even though the official start of summer isn't for 3 weeks. But yeah, us meteorologists, we kick it off on June the 1st. Mother Nature, she kicked it off several weeks ago. It has been a hot forecast. Right now, though, you can see those showers getting out of here. Some of us, though, have some very thick fog as you're heading out. So be mindful of that, especially in downtown Savannah, where visibility is incredibly limited down to a half a mile. Temperatures for all of us starting off mild and muggy. Low 70s, you might have some upper 60s out of the coastline, mid 70s. Today, we're going to watch those temperatures out of the coastline climb to the low to mid 80s, water temperature 83, and it's going to be very close to where you are for a daytime high. Everybody has just a slight chance of a scattered shower today. Lydia, we're going to watch those shower chances go up tomorrow with a cold front, but today, if you're heading out to the beach, still grab the sunscreen even with the clouds, but don't worry about the rip current risk. It is low.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, school's out, summer's here, but for some families, the end of the school year, it can also mean the loss of a reliable meal source for their kids. Bullitt County schools are stepping up to help, offering free meals to children throughout the summer. WJCL 22 News' Madeline Cooper is live at Statesboro High School with how the district is working to keep those kids fed when school is out. A pretty neat and good initiative to talk about this morning, Madeline.
Yeah, absolutely, Lydia. We're here just outside of the cafeteria, and as you can see behind me, we've got all of these distribution boxes, and there's some sign-up sheets in here as well. But this is not just for Bullitt County students. This is for students across the state. Now, this is just one of the 4 locations that's offering. So take a look at your screen. You can see all of these locations are offering drive-through pickup options every Monday in June. Now, the district is also offering breakfast and lunch through its summer meal program. Officials say any child 18 and under can participate regardless of where they live or where they go to school. Organizers say the program is necessary to fight the food insecurity that students face. Take a listen.
When you have participation numbers of upwards of just over 50,000 meals in 1 month, it shows you that there truly is a need for a program like this.
According to the school system, 87% of students are economically disadvantaged. The district also serves 358 students experiencing homelessness during the last school year. Now, officials tell me that those numbers are exactly why they are doing this. Now, 12 schools within the district do already offer free breakfast and lunch, but they're hoping to expand this program further. Back to you, Lydia.
Now to your Commitment 2026 news now. Senator Jon Ossoff hit the campaign trail in Atlanta Sunday, appearing alongside Democratic gubernatorial nominee Keisha Lance Bottoms. They both appeared at a rally aimed at energizing voters ahead of November. The event marked the first stop of Ossoff's re-election campaign since Georgia's May 19th primary, as Republicans Mike Collins and Derek Dooley battle in a runoff to challenge him this fall. Ossoff also took aim at President Donald Trump criticizing the anti-weaponization fund.
He sued the U.S. government he commands for $10 billion. Then he settled the suit with himself to create a $1.8 billion slush fund so he can cut checks to cronies and Jan 6 foot soldiers. The same men who sacked the Capitol to seize the presidency for Donald Trump, who beat police officers with flagpoles, built a gallows on the Capitol lawn, and hunted the vice president to lynch him. Donald Trump's brown shirts. He pardoned them, and now he wants you to pay him.
The rally marked their first joint appearance since Keisha Lance Bottoms secured the Democratic nomination for governor, and Ossoff launched his re-election campaign. One man is seriously injured after a shooting on Sunday. Police responded to Abercorn Street near the J.C. Lewis Ford in Savannah. That's where they found a man shot with serious injuries. Police are asking anyone with any information to call Crime Stoppers, or you can submit a tip through the SPD mobile app. This is an ongoing investigation, and we will keep you updated with on-air and online as soon as we learn more. The U.S. fired more strikes at Iran overnight as the two countries are still negotiating a deal drafted last week. Peace talks have been complicated as President Trump is adamant that the deal must strip Iran of nuclear weapons. ABC's Karen Hula has the details from Washington.
This morning, U.S. Central Command announcing it struck Iranian drone command sites out of self-defense over the weekend. CENTCOM says the U.S. strikes were in response to what it called aggressive Iranian actions, which included the shooting down of an American drone over international waters. American ally Kuwait says it's facing missile and drone attacks, but it's unclear who these are from. The Iranian military responded on state media, warning if more American attacks come, they will respond more aggressively. It comes as the back and forth of deal or no deal between the U.S. and Iran plays out. President Trump posting on social media this morning, Iran really wants to make a deal, and it will be a good one for the USA. President Trump says Iran must agree to three things: to open the Strait of Hormuz without tolls, to guarantee it won't possess a nuclear weapon, and to hand over its highly enriched uranium.
Now it says we will not develop or in any way purchase a military weapon. That's a big difference.
Iranian leaders on state media responding, saying they will not agree to anything until they've secured the rights of their people. At least one Senate Democrat reiterating why most in his party disapprove of the war.
Days ago before this war, because they've used their cheap and lethal drones not just to close the Strait of Hormuz, but to attack our partners and allies in the region.
Karen Hua, ABC News, Washington.
With skyrocketing gas prices, Costco is seeing a record demand for gas. The company says that some of its gas stations have needed tanker trucks to replenish fuel several times a day. The company also said that the demand for gas at its stations is the highest in its 50-year history. Costco makes only a few cents per gallon on gas, undercutting local stations. Let's take a look at our gas prices in our area. In Georgia today, the average price of just regular unleaded gallon of gas, it's $3.83. It's down from about 15 cents compared to last week. In South Carolina, today's average just a little bit more. It's $3.89, also down from a week ago, around 10 cents. These are much lower prices than the national average right now, which is $4.32. Drivers along I-95 and I-16, they may see some delays along the roadways this week. Major lane closures are set to begin along I-16 and I-95. That's as crews work on a massive interstate improvement project. Construction started yesterday. It runs through Saturday, June 6th. According to GDOT, crews are going to be reducing lanes on both eastbound and westbound I-16 between the I-95 interchange and I-516. Double lane closures are planned overnight near the I-16 and I-95 overpass, which can lead to slowdowns and for some of those commutes. The department says this is a part of their ongoing effort to improve traffic flow and safety along the road. And right now, let's